7 most famous presidents in American history. Number 1. George Washington. George Washington was the first president of the United States. He was an American military officer, statesman and founding father. He was appointed by the Second Continental Congress as commander of the Continental Army in 1775 and led the Patriot forces during the American Revolution. He then served as president of the Constitutional Convention of 1787. He is remembered for presiding over the convention that framed the United States Constitution. Washington has been called the father of his country and the founder of the nation for his multifaceted leadership. Number 2. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States and served from 1861 until his assassination in 1865. Abraham Lincoln is considered the greatest president for his leadership during the Civil War and the abolition of slavery. He played a great role as the savior of the Union and the emancipator for freeing the slaves forever. He is considered one of the American heroes who rose from humble beginnings to the highest position. In 1865, Lincoln was assassinated while in office at the Peterson House in Washington, D.C. Number 3. Barack Obama. Barack Obama is an American politician who served as the 44th President of the United States from 2009 to 2017. He was the first African American President of the United States. Before winning the presidency, Obama represented Illinois in the U.S. Senate, where he also led as a senator a few years later. His accomplishments include Wall Street reform, tax relief, unemployment insurance reauthorization, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, and the Great Recession response. Number 4. Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson was an American statesman, diplomat, lawyer and founding father who served as the 3rd President of the United States from 1801 to 1809. He served 2 consecutive terms with the Democratic-Republican Party of politics and was the 3rd president with an approval rating of 97%. Thomas was the main author of the Declaration of Independence. Number 5. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. John Fitzgerald Kennedy was the first Roman Catholic president of the United States who served in the Navy in World War. He was the 35th president, the youngest person to assume the presidency by election, and the youngest president to finish his term. He championed the United States space program. Kennedy operated at the height of the Cold War and most of his foreign policy was with the Soviet Union and Cuba. Bringing his charm and idealism to life is a new generation of America. Number 6. George W. Bush. George W. Bush is a businessman and politician who served as the 43rd President of the United States from 2001 to 2009. A member of the Bush Republican Party, he previously served as the 46th Governor of Texas from 1995 to 2000. He is one of 4 elected presidents who did not win the popular vote. His most controversial act was the invasion of Iraq, after being elected President of the United States, for which he is most talked about. Being a warmonger, he is one of the most popular and unpopular presidents in U.S. history. Number 7. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is an American politician who served as the 42nd President of the United States from 1993 to 2001. He served as Attorney General of Arkansas before serving 2 terms as governor of the same state. He oversaw the nation's longest peacetime economic expansion during his presidency. He also signed the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act. Clinton became popular as a New Democrat, as many of his policies reflected a centrist political philosophy.